Hi, it's Jackie, fellow learning coach here. I wanted to show you my quick tip and trick for doing spelling tests. I have a lot of students. I have 3 enrolled and I have a pre-K, and so I'm quite busy, and it's very difficult for me to take time to stop and do spelling for one student, especially when all of them have spelling tests. I believe it's K through 2 that the OLS has this feature only. My family has been in K12 for the past 5 years. My oldest is in now 5th grade. She was in 1st grade. So this is my 3rd year being a learning coach for 1st grade. 3rd year in 1st grade. There we go. So I wanted to share this because this is a time saver, and it's a really sanity. It's just a really great way of what we do for spelling. It may or may not be K12 approved. It may or may not be your school approved, but as a learning coach trying to maintain sanity, this is what I do. Right now you see on the screen a list of the lessons that have not been completed by my student. She has just done day 4. If you're not familiar, I will show you real quick. The spelling is set up into 5 days, Monday through Friday. Now sometimes you'll have a holiday and this may push it, but we go ahead and try to keep it because it's so much easier to remember it this way. But we also sometimes push it so we don't have all these tests on Friday. That's no fun either. Day 1 introduces the words for the week, and we usually print all of those out, and I have my student write them several times, maybe 2, maybe 3 times to get the practice. K12 has a spelling handbook, which is awesome. I don't see it right here immediately, but it's a book that has different ways to practice your spelling words. They're awesome in sentences, in handwriting, etc. You can check them out and know what is best for your student. Day 2, 3, and 4 are practice. Day 4 is reviewing, and 5 is the spelling test. Well, what I have done in the past is my student will go ahead on Thursday and do this, review the spelling words. Let's go to that right now. Go into here, and if you're familiar, then you know the infamous app that comes up and it says, let's spell. So let's see here. Here we go. Oh, we got a cake today. So what will happen is your student will click begin, and then it's best to check these 2 boxes and then start the game. And it will say, spell this word. You hit play, and it'll give you a word, and you type them in. Matter of fact, I can't hear it right now for some reason. It has the headphones on. But what happens is your students will go ahead and type in the lesson, click the checkbox, either it's correct or incorrect. And when they're done, it will give them a trophy or 4 trophies, or I don't know, I can't remember all those details, but I do know this. At the end, it will give you, especially if they've gotten them some wrong, it will give you option to print the list. This is wonderful because your student can do this, then print the list, and you as a learning coach, you can look, and I'll show you here, if you look at my little video window in the corner, there's a list here, and it will say, let me kind of get in here close, here's the word, and here is what my student did for the spelling. Here's the word, and here's my student. So it gives you, she didn't do very well, but that's okay. We know what we need to practice on. So what I can do is I can have her write these incorrect words several times and do more practice. Now, if your student got only 1 or 2 wrong, this is what I would do. They obviously know the words. The ones they got wrong, again, have them write them about 5 times, use them in sentences, and practice them all day. If you want, you can do day 5, which is where you can do the spelling test. This is my trick. If they did really well on this, I use this as the spelling test. It is awesome having this OLS say the word, my student types it in, clicks the checkbox, and all is well. But this helps me. This printout helps me. One time, let's say the word is to, like the number 2 versus I'm going to the store. And my student may have gotten it wrong. Well, that's a little different. You'll need to say sentences, and you'll need to make sure your student is doing a proper spelling test. But in this case, my student got a lot wrong. We're going to go ahead and do a lot of practice. But if they did very well, go to day 5. And when you look at day 5, you'll have this. You'll know which ones they got right and which ones they got wrong. And you check them yeses and nos, and then you submit it, and you're done. I like this tip. I hope you enjoyed it too. It is a way that I keep doing this very sane for a learning coach with 3 enrolled students in elementary age. Again, I hope this helps you. I'm Jackie, fellow learning coach in Florida. Bye-bye.